I've tested quite a few investing apps in Germany, and today I am sharing my personal favorites, the ones I actually use. And if you're new here, I'm Asan. I've been creating content on personal finance as an expat here in Germany since 2020. I spent years researching, answering questions, and helping other internationals find the right tools to start investing because I've been through the same confusing mess myself. So whether you're trying to grow money faster than a savings account, build long-term wealth, or just take the first step, choosing the right investing platform makes a huge difference. That's why in this video, I'll walk you through the 3 investing apps I personally use: Trade Republic, Scalable Capital, and Trading212. I'll also briefly mention a few others I've tried or think are worth knowing about. Okay, let's start with Trade Republic. This is the first investment account I opened in Germany. It did take some time for the identity verification, but everything went smoothly. All I needed was my German residence permit card and a telephone number. I also had to show my passport during the verification process. The Trade Republic app is probably my favorite investing app in Germany. It looks very nice and the minimalistic layout looks fantastic. Trade Republic has some great offerings. First of all, they have a flat rate of €1. So each buy or sell order is flat €1 fee. Also, not to mention, Trade Republic and all other investing apps in this video have no account management fees. At the moment, you can choose from 3,300 single stocks. I remember back in 2020, they had about 1,000 or so stocks, so their offerings are increasing steadily. Trade Republic also has 2,681 ETFs, so they cover the most important ETFs you would need. That said, as most info on the web is by American publications, you won't find some of the popular American ETFs directly. For example, VOO, QQQ, SPY, SCHG, etc. But you can find alternatives to those ETFs, which in most cases are the exact same thing except the name is different. SPY offered by Standard & Poor's, for example, tracks the S&P 500 index. You won't find it with Trade Republic, but you can find many ETFs that track the S&P 500 index but from other ETF providers. In addition to stocks and ETFs, you can also trade crypto and derivatives on Trade Republic. And recently, you can also open a German bank account with Trade Republic, which can be a great secondary bank account if you need one. Now, one thing I find interesting on the wording on their website is that they accept permanent residence cards. This, in my opinion, can cause much confusion. What most people think is that you would need the Niederlassungserlaubnis or the PR card to get Trade Republic, but that's not the case. By permanent residence, it means that you are a permanent resident of Germany. This can be anyone on a student permit, blue card, spouse visa, etc. As long as you are not having a short-term visa like the tourist visa or a short-term business visa. Another issue is that some nationalities, especially Indian nationals, have problems getting an account with Trade Republic. Now, I do not know if that's the case now, but I think the main issue lies with the identity verification company they use. Please do let me know in the comments if you had any issues with your nationality and Trade Republic. During the GameStop short squeeze in January 2021, Trade Republic, similar to most app-based brokerage services, halted their trading of GameStop and many other stocks. At that time, it was not only frustrating, but an eye-opener that I didn't have any other options. So I opened my second investment account with Scalable Capital. Scalable Capital, similar to Trade Republic, is a German investment app, and its registration process is also very smooth. Actually, I preferred the registration process with Scalable Capital compared to Trade Republic. In terms of people being able to open an account, I think Scalable Capital is at the top spot. I do not know anyone who tried to open an account with them and got a rejection, unlike many other investment apps in Germany. Obviously, the exception being US citizens and green card holders. Anyhow, Scalable Capital previously had 3 payment models, but now they have a free tier where you pay 99 cents flat fee for each trade, similar to Trade Republic, and a premium tier where you pay €4.99 fee per month, which allows you to make trades without any fee if they are above €250 order volume. So if you make more than 4 trades a month over €250, then the premium option makes sense. You You also get some additional benefits which change frequently, but there are some great ones at the time of making this video. So Scalable Capital offers 3000 stocks to choose from and 2560 ETFs, again covering all of the popular stocks and ETFs. The strength of Scalable Capital, in my opinion, lies with the savings plan. You might also know it as SIP or Systematic Investment Plan or even dollar cost averaging plan. The savings plan option is also available in Trade Republic, but with Scalable Capital, you can choose from a monthly, quarterly, every 2 months, 6 months, and a yearly investment frequency. You can also choose from 9 specific execution days compared to just 2 offered by Trade Republic. Honestly speaking, when I opened the Scalable Capital account, it didn't have the €1 flat fee, and there were many limitations on the free trading account. That's why I made my first investment in April 2022 using my Scalable Capital account. But since then, I have been regularly using Scalable Capital. Also since then, I have been semi-regularly making updates videos of my Scalable Capital portfolio. Come to think of it, I think a portfolio update is overdue. Let me know if you want me to increase the frequency of those updates in the comments below. And while you're there, please hit the like button and consider subscribing if you're getting value from this video. Now, Scalable Capital isn't perfect either. The biggest weakness with Scalable Capital, in my opinion, is with fractional shares. You cannot buy fractional shares directly. You can use the savings plan to buy fractional shares, but those plans are executed at specific intervals and hence a limitation. The app itself is good, but compared to Trade Republic, I think it's still lagging behind. But the layout, I think, is a totally subjective thing. You might prefer the Scalable Capital app UI compared to Trade Republic. The most recent investment app that I have started using is Trading212. Unlike Scalable Capital and Trade Republic, it's not a German investment app. But since they bought FX Flat Bank GmbH, they are offering more things to people in Germany. So back in 2024, I was looking into the ETF tax in Germany, also known as the Vorabpauschale, and was trying to find options that, well, actually let me not have that expense. I came to know about the Pi feature, which essentially lets you create your own ETF in a way. Trading212 was offering this feature, so I thought I should try it out. And honestly speaking, it's a great feature. And if you want to auto-invest in dozens of stocks together, like an ETF, it's something that you should look into. Now, it's not perfect, but if you spend some time, you can build a Pi which can be very close to an ETF that you might like. Compared to Trade Republic and Scalable Capital, Trading212 offers more in terms of stocks and ETFs. Mainly because with Trade Republic, you only have access to one stock exchange, which is the Lang und Schwarz exchange. With Scalable Capital, you have access to 3 stock exchanges, which include EIX, GetX, and etc. Trading212, on the other hand, has access to 14 major global exchanges. This way, they are able to offer more. But this can be a bit expensive if you are not careful, because not every exchange offers stocks and ETFs using euro. They have offers in various other currencies. And with Trading212, there is a 0.15% fee on trades in foreign currencies. That's why I think it's very important to always check the currency of the stock and ETF before investing. As Trading212 does not have any direct connections with the finance arm, this means that you will have to look into the taxes yourself. They do provide a tax document which can easily be used to declare your taxes using a tax software. But from what I have heard, they will get this feature by the start of 2026. Let me know in the comments if a lack of direct connection with the finance arm from Trading212 is a deal breaker for you. And how was your experience if you have used any of these investment apps? How would you rank them? Now, in the past, I have also used eToro and Revolut for stock investing. But honestly speaking, those had overall more negatives than positives in my opinion. Personally, I prefer the app interface from Trade Republic, the reliability of Scalable Capital, and the features of Trading212. If you want to support this channel at no additional cost to you, please use the links in the description to sign up. If you're interested in a detailed comparison of these investment apps and some other alternatives, you can watch this video. And in this video, I share 7 things I wish I knew when I came to Germany.